Yeah, I'm already agitated as it is over here. Okay, yeah. Those who test high in Virtual Divina appear to form groups. Consider shortening the play sessions. Wish to stimulate creativity, not reflection/analysis. Simon Says remains popular. Girls are internalizing the authority structure. 2789 is manifesting again. Isolate until she learns. By Dr. Harrison Conrad, PhD.
Were they gathering children with paranormal abilities to make soldiers out of?
I do not know, and I do not think we should wish to know.
No, but no matter what, this sounds twisted.
So it also says search the office level for further data, and I will.
Right.
Also, just you know it, one of them was apparently not that amused because it looks like he got a crate over his head. His entire suit is stained in blood.
Oh, yikes.
Use camera control panel. Let me see, what do we have here?
Right. In any case, I'm currently traveling through Argathian towards an area called the Besieged Farmland, because that's a name that invokes confidence.
Right, I'm checking the camera feeds. Live feed from first one. Okay, there are cutscenes. Well, there's nothing there. Camera 6. Every single part here, as far as I've seen, is just ruined.
Right. Do you still have a cutscene?
Yeah, I'm checking the different camera feeds, and I think they count as cutscenes from me investigating.
Right, but I just found some lore. Can I read that?
You can read that.
Okay, it's about Agatha. Warning, secret worlders. Bring not the uninitiated into Agatha. The resonance here does not match the frequency of their meat. It precipitates a messy discord.
Ah! Shit! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Ghost girl!
Okay.
Black hair, white skin, white eyes!
Chaos.
Shit!
That sounds fucking disturbing.
And there's a Doberman outside, trying to dig itself in. And howling!
Okay.
Yeah, the animals can feel it.
Yeah! You also almost scared the crap out of me. In any case, I am at the Besieged Farmlands portal, and I'll stay here until... Well, I assume you'll be sent, guys will be sent here too, so... So, we'll be right back in a moment, folks. Alright, we're back, because Rana found a note that he really wanted to share. Go ahead, Rana.
Yeah, I found this message on the computer saying, we were doing the right thing. 400 years ago, these girls would have been burned at the stake. Forget 400 years. Right now, they'd be put on the talk show Freaks Circus. I don't know which is worse. We were doing the right thing, finding a use of their talents. Who am I kidding? The girls or myself?
Wow, sounds like somebody grew a conscience.
Yeah, okay, they might have done that, but let me just put something I just want to add before you turn off the camera again. I saw an Aroti soldier out in one of the hallways, and he was hung by a piece of electrical equipment from a ceiling.
Yes. Sound like you hit the mother node of all creepiness.
Also, the one who actually grew a consciousness, the name up here says Dr. Morgan Britt, I think Brilt, PhD, Genome Expression Researcher.
Interesting.
And I'm going to examine the rest of the computers, but for now, just turn off the camera.
Alright. Alright, people, and we're back after I went for my mission. Warlord 1 and Givinea had me help them with their bullshit, because honestly, that's what their mission was. You saw my mission, right? Well, in theirs, not only could the civilians zap you half a kilometer away, the drones could also notice you when you were behind them, so that suddenly made things complicated. Plus, a jumping puzzle that was anything but fair. And Rana got the crap scared out of him, and then apparently something infuriated him, as far as I could understand. And, well, you already know all the information you got from me, so instead I'll give the floor to, well, let's just start with Rana, because he really sounds like he needs to get this off his heart. What did you find out?
Alright. First of all, there was these girls that the Hiroshi were experimenting on, and checked them for, paranormal powers, and if they were capable of actually doing something with those powers. Well, I saw one of those tables, when you go to a dentist or something like that. Not only was it covered in blood during my fight with this entity ghost girl. So there was some strategy to it because there was some ring of fire, so I had to unshackle her in some kind of what looked like a dream world. And when I actually saw her spirit rise from what looked like a corpse, I saw the blood on the table, and it looked like it was smeared in it. Right out smeared in it. And then I saw some fires on other girls, and then I actually was unfortunate enough to actually exit the building because I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. I found her in a park in London, and then it turned out this is the greatest indignity, and trust me, when this dragon roars, it does. The greatest indignity was that after torturing them, mentally raping these girls, to be quite frank, then the Orochi discarded her because she was the wrong kind of freak!
So, yeah. In other
Fuck
words...
you, Orochi. Fuck your soul!
Okay.
In other words, in other news, I have a sudden urge to find the leadership behind Orochi and ram a spiked cactus up their ass.
Fantastic.
May I try to explain what we experienced?
Yeah, but if I may start, I'm just going to talk about the computer guy for a moment.
Okay.
We met this guy up in the computer cafe, and he told us very charmingly that the Orochi is building a computer out of people.
Fudge? Wallop?
Yeah, no, and then he sent us to this place where they're keeping the children, he thought, where we had to find the file.
Okay.
Well, after that, we encountered a woman who apparently learned about this stuff, and apparently the Morning Light are also involved in this. She tried to warn the police about it. Only the police ignore the warning light, and they're afraid of the Orochi, so they didn't do anything. Then she went to the dragon.
She talked to the
dragon, and the dragon himself spoke to her.
Right!
Just so you know, the dragon never speaks!
Yeah.
Okay, so this...
And you know what he said?
No?
Emma wants a teddy bear.
Alright, so... And now we're going to Transylvania. Wow, this is getting more and more fucked up by the second.
Yeah. It's getting worse. When we returned to the dragon headquarters, the dragon invited us to hold his hand. Then the one we usually talk to came out, and then she started talking about a lot of things, but one thing that I particularly noticed was this. Vampire Crusade!
Yeah, and another thing, the dragon is freaked out by this. They don't know what is going on, and it really, really hurts. So what we're going to do is figure out how they can get their heads back in the game so they can control chaos.
Yeah.
So that's what the dragon do.
I have something to add to that, something I should probably tell you because I heard it from Sonic himself. It turned out that the knight that Vlad Dracula was actually commanding back in the day was very loosely affiliated with the Templar Order.
Fantastic.
There's a lot of dirt going on here.
Right. And all my bosses had was a group senator. They did however mention that a war is brewing, and if there's one thing the Illuminati has been losing in, is wars. So that's why they're sending me, because they don't want to be involved in a full-scale conflict, because that's really not what the Illuminati is good at. They're good at profiting at wars, but participating, not that good. So they're also kind of nervous. Well, they're close to panicking, actually, I think. This is really not good.
So, if anything... Yeah.
You can probably understand why those two words I mentioned caught my ear.
Yep.
Vampire Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, the dragon also has to point out that we're better than the rest of you. We don't care about wealth or power, and we don't care about traditions and honor. What we care about is balance.
Right.
We are so much more than the rest of you.
Of course. Also, and Joe knows a female Willy Wonka just appeared. In any case, let's go to the besieged farmland, because that's just a comforting name. Yes. Oh, joy! I'm getting flashbacks to Solomon Island.
The besieged farmland is written in the rain.
Yeah. Well, at least it's nice to be back in Europa.
You mean Europe?
Europe. Sorry, Europa is a Danish way speaking.
It looks like the roads are just as bad as
Americans Europa, if I remember correctly, that's the moon.
Yeah, sorry. Bit of a language overlap.
Yeah.
All
As I
right.
said, on the picture it looks like the road are in as about as a bad condition as I remember from Transylvania.
Right, just wait for the rest of us, Givinia.
Yeah, right here.
You could have run into a cutscene.
I don't think
That's
so.
not good.
But okay.
Right, checking the map and... Oh!
Can you wait for me, please?
Well, yeah, I'm just checking the map. And it's beautiful. It has the Grim Reaper on it, but it's beautiful.
Also, just wanted to say this while we wait for Warlord. I know, trust me, I know I can get angry and agitated at a lot of stuff. But when I mention this thing about Orochi, do not misunderstand me. I just really want to find that one Orochi soldier lady and actually give her this information that she can see what it is that she is working for.
Let's see, what do we have around here? We are currently at the Baka Tunnels.
Now I'm here.
There's a Hababuriti, St. Haralambi Church, Strigoi Pit. Strigoi, that's a mythological creature. I can't remember the details.
I know in Warhammer, it's the word of it's the name of one of the vampire groups.
Red Hand Bunker. Observatory, Giant's Table, Mara's Field, Ventuasa Hill, Dark Woods. That's just comforting. The Hollander's Mill, Sawmill. Let's see, the Marvelous Horse, sounds like a tavern. Kokova's Tree, Sacred Heart Lake, Habubureti Falls, Lover's Creek. Okay. Ulao Farm. So many of these don't exactly sound that foreboding, though Red Hand Bunker and Strigore's Pit certainly does. But let's see. Right, move out, people. Oh, and we now have an anime spawn at Bunker Breach, so that's great. Yikes. Okay. This looks bad.
Something tore through this, but there's no blood.
Alright, Carmen Plato over here. Hey!
Cutscene.
Yo!
You're a long
Hello?
way from home.
Don't
Not
say.
quite dressed for the occasion.
Nice blades.
Yikes!
Superiors. They did explain it is cold in the Carpathians,
Yeah,
then.
this is the best I got, lady.
No matter. First we deal with the vampires, then the frostbite.
Great,
I
vampires.
can, yeah,
Do not
I can
presume
agree
you
with
know
that.
what to expect from vampires, from your movies, your games.
Hmm.
The reality is dirtier.
Alright.
There is no superstition in my home.
Speak up.
Only reality. We grow up knowing to fear the night.
And that is?
Now the night fears me.
Woo!
Strange how life turns out.
Good throw.
This valley was a refuge for all creatures. The forbidden, the lost, the forgotten. Such things whispered of in my grandmother's time. Today, it is a battlefield. I wonder, who would upset such a sanctuary? It is a very convenient crisis. If something needed to be buried out here, or unearthed.
Orochi.
But the council does not ask me to think. Only to rally the troops. You see, the air
seem
is
like you
thick
have
with
experience
stories
with
and
it.
Smoke.
Council.
You should follow
Council of
both of their
Venice?
sources.
Probably.
We make a big deal of folk tales. One brought me love. It's a sweet story, you know. Another blinded my eye. Not so sweet.
Yeah, that I see.
Let's see what fortune they have for us now.
Okay. Right, and we start. And we can at least take a portal from her. A mission from her. Let's see. A ghoulish feast. The village walls have held against many attackers, but Carmen worries that this time they may not be enough. Ghouls have already begun to slink inside. Perhaps there are more to the defense than stones alone, however.
Before we continue, should we not engage in dialogue?
Oh yeah, right. So I've forgotten that even existed after all of those other missions. Sorry.
It's okay. So we just start with herself.
Yep. Everyone ready?